Hey muses, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time finding my channel, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Tyler, also known as T-Mann Tarot across all social media platforms. I am a professional tarot reader and content creator here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and today we are doing a very special deck review. But before we get too deep into that, please give this video a thumbs up, hit the follow button, turn on that notification bell, do all of the YouTube-y things so you don't miss another episode. Today's deck comes with a little side tangent, a little caveat. This deck review is sponsored by the creator. We are talking about the Modern Mystic Tarot created by Spooky Luna. I will tag all of their links in the bio, so please go check them out. But this deck was sent to me for the purpose of review. I did not pay for this deck, but I am so happy and excited to kind of shed some light on this deck. Even though Luna sent me the deck personally, they did ask for a completely honest deck review, and that's what this is gonna be. So, let us dive in to the Modern Mystic Tarot. Now, first and foremost, this is like indie, but even like one step further. This is a self-made and self-published tarot deck. Luna illustrated all of the images. She also hand cut all of the cards, packaged them themselves. There is so much love going into this deck because this is their baby. She did this herself, her own project. Everything is done except for the printing, I believe. And Luna, I know you're gonna watch this. Please comment down below anything that I might have missed. Maybe you and I have a Zoom conference call, maybe to talk about the process, just putting it out there. Doing like a podcast episode almost, like, let me know on how you did this process. So it came shrink wrapped together inside of a little drawstring bag, which you can keep your cards in. It also came with a lovely little sticker, which is the tower. Yes, the tower moment. We will see the cards deeper and later on. But super excited. So you get 78 cards, and this is a starter deck. So there is a lot of information here, but we'll dive into that. So you get this is like, if this was a guidebook, right? These are your guidebook features. You get a little you get a what's on the card, right? A little breakdown of what's all there, plus a breakdown. So let's dive into this quickly. The Modern Mystic Tarot, it says, "My name is Luna, a professional tarot reader devoted to the magic of insight and intuition. I created this deck as a guide for beginners. Something gentle, clear, and enhancing to help you learn the art of tarot with confidence and wonder. This deck was created with today's world in mind." So the images are not a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. They are all Luna's interpretations and beautifully illustrated. You'll see there's so much detail. I am astounded and astonished by her creativity. This is such an undertaking, and I am so proud of her. I want to say that. I designed this beginner-friendly deck to be inclusive, modern, and easy to connect with. The icons and illustrations were intentionally made to reflect people and symbols we recognize in our everyday lives. Each deck was lovingly illustrated, printed, and hand cut in-house with intention and care. If you find this deck being sold anywhere other than the official site, which will be linked below, it is not a true creation, and it's a counterfeit without the magic woven into the real one. So that's kind of what you get. And then you get a symbol key here. So what you have as you break down, will it focus? There it goes. You have the element symbols, right? There are the court symbols, what you can see on the card, and then zodiac signs, which are on all of the cards. So, so much information. Luna, congratulations again. Hand cut. These are hand cut. You can see, right? There we go. Right? You can see that that's hand cut. It's not going to be as precise and clean cut as you would a regular. Now this is kind of hard because this has been used, right? The edges are on this deck, which is a mass market deck, I just get to play 78 card pickup. Fun. When they're hand cut, there's bound to be slight imperfections. That is something that is totally fine, and something that we can look past. The card stock is lovely. There is snap to it. I don't think this is cord. There was a lovely little trick that I found from another creator's site that if you take a flashlight and you can shine the light through the card and see the detail, it means that there's not a core in it. And the core of cards comes from the idea of being in a casino, right? Casino cards have a black core interior of the card so people can't see through. So if you shine a light and you can see either artwork or detailing from either side, there's no core in it. However, with that being said, this is a lovely cardstock that you can hear. There is a lovely snap to it. Fool card. So what we can see from the Fool card is that we have this little star is just a space filler. There's no meaning behind it. It's just so that there's balance on the card. We have the symbol, right, of here, of air. You can see a symbol of air plus the number 0, as the Fool card has no number. The zodiac sign down at the bottom here for balance, which shows the symbol for Aquarius. And then just another opposite filler of another little star here. So we have the title name, which is lovely. Words, keywords at the bottom of every single card. It says new beginnings, trust in the universe, adventure. I just threw the Fool. We're off to a great start, friends. Hold on. All right, picked up the card. Then, reversed, it has fear of change, lack of direction, foolish mistake, and chaos. Love all those keywords. It's a opportunity to train and do some lovely beginner work. Love the modern take on the Fool sitting on the edge of the cliff, ready to go. Kind of, we have that modern take with it being on the phone. I also kind of love the idea that there are bats flying around. That can also be tied into the Rider-Waite-Smith dog that's usually there, right? That kind of guidance and protection. This is a very it is very on brand for Luna's style. It is very witchy. It is very witchy. That's the best word for it. I love this magician card here. Luna, your illustration style is absolutely beautiful. You get so much detail into these cards. I love it. Now the my takeaway with the images, right? Some of the images you are looking at the energy of what the card means and not the traditional Rider-Waite imagery that we are used to. So let's do some of the cards here that we are all tried and true faithfuls here. This Emperor with the third eye being open, I am obsessed with. I love it. All right. The Lovers card. This is my go-to card, right? Harmony, union, trust, values, alignment, partnership. Love it. Those are some great keywords. We have the symbol of Gemini, which then is talking about that choice factor here. But the Lovers card, I love that it is, everyone is kind of represented here. We also, Chariot, this is actually one of Luna's followers. That she illustrated and put onto the cards, which I think is an absolutely beautiful touch. The Chariot being the movement, control, direction, action, willpower. Absolutely beautiful. I think I was in the live that Luna was doing when she first featured this card representing the LGBTQIA plus community, how we harness our strength to be present in everyday life. I love this card being able to see representation of myself and my community. Love the Wheel of Fortune being a cell phone, kind of, we have the world at our fingertips, right? Google is a thing. So some things that I just, right, for me, preferences, right? I think especially when we get into the court cards, right? I wish that there was still numbering. It feels a little empty up here in the top of the cards. And I think I would switch the positions, just in my opinion, because if I'm looking at the top, if it's upright, I would look at the top. If it's inverted, I would look at the bottom. That is just something that I would find as a little bit of a preference, because just naturally my eye is always drawn to the top of the card, not necessarily the bottom of the card. So that's just my little kind of takeaway. Backs of the card. Beautiful backs of the cards. It is going to give away quickly whether or not the card is upright or inverted. If you are shuffling in inversions into your deck, the back of the card is going to tell you right away. So take that if that's a pro or a con for you. I don't do inversions to begin with, but this is a lovely, beautiful training deck if that is what we're looking for. I highly recommend it because a lot of the training decks that you might see online right now, featured from Amazon and things like that, have they'll have all of the information, but they'll also include yes or no on the cards, and tarot does not do yes or no. That is not a thing that it does. So just the idea that there is no yes or no here on the card, I get behind that 100%. But let's find the swords, because I like doing 3 of swords. Three of Swords, she's sitting and eating some ice cream. She's in her feelings. She's got big feels. We have the element of air. We are connected to the sign of Libra. And it says heartbreak, grief, emotional pain, loss, heart, depression. Love it. Luna, question. Are you thinking of writing an expanded guidebook for this? just food for thought. As a person, as a Scorpio, as a Sagittarius rising and Virgo moon, right? I like information. I like to know more, right? So I'm wondering if you have a digital guidebook that's available, something to just, I know it's a training deck, but I just would love a little bit more clarification. Now, if there is no guidebook, books that I recommend, Tarot, No Questions Asked by Teresa Reed, 78 Degrees of Wisdom by Rachel Pollack, Kitchen Table Tarot by Melissa Sinova. Those are some great beginner books if you are looking for a companion book to go along with a deck like this. I will also have those linked below. Luna, again, congratulations. I absolutely love this deck. I can't wait to work for it with myself. But a closer inspection of the Modern Mystic Tarot is coming up right now. Hey Muses, coming back in real quick because I forgot to do the shuffle, giving y'all what you're looking for. So, beautiful snap. It's going to take the shape, right? Just that one shuffle has already start to kind of crease the cards, but that's going to happen over time. But beautiful shuffle. You can do the waterfall shuffle and very easy to do hand over hand. Lovely kind of finish. It's not matte or that like rose finish. I actually kind of like this finish a lot. It's beautifully well done. Lovely deck. Now we'll look at the cards closer.